everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your weekly reading. I was going to change cards over the weekend and I never got round to it. I got a lot of other stuff done, which was pretty awesome. I got to go out to a party. It felt really strange dressing up. I've been out on a couple of sort of, dinner things and lunch things, but to actually go to a party was just really weird. It was only family, my friends and her husband's families. But still, it's just a little mind-blowing. I don't know, it's so weird when you've been stuck at home for so long. All right, so it's Monday. Okay, let's get through everything nice and quickly. Firstly, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel, and thank you for you guys for supporting the new channel, Living Your Best Life, Coaching with Yvonne. I've had a really good response to that, so thank you for all your support. I will get up one video at least a week and talk about a particular subject. If you want personal readings, donate to the channel, or gifting, all the instructions are below. If you would like to ask about life coaching, flick me an email. I was inundated with people on the life coaching. What I've got jumping out here, 10 of Cups. I was inundated. I took in twice as many coaching people as I said I would because I'd lowered the price so much just to get me started again. And so if you are interested, if I can't fit you in, I'll have to put you on a wait list because I'm trying to make sure I've got enough time left to do personal readings. They are still important to me too. Okay, I think that's everything. I'm using the Tarot of Dreams here by Ciro Marchetti. I'm feeling very, very grateful for the support you've given me today. I woke up feeling incredibly grateful. Watched this clip that absolutely blew my mind, and I don't know, I'm just in the most amazing place. All right, 8 of Pentacles coming through. How funny after talking work. 8 of Pentacles. I think everybody's focused on stuff at the moment. I speak to so many people, whether that's through the business or through my personal life, where people are going after their dream jobs. They're just taking things on, they're moving forward, going into partnership. I'm really not sure. The Australian economy, here in Australia, they're saying that actually our employment's gone up, not down. So I'm really not sure what's happening at the moment, but maybe it's the change in attitude. If you're fighting against your own destiny, you're always going to come up against bumps. So here we go, 8 of Coins, showing that everybody's investing in something here. All right, we've got the Strength card, very nice. So maybe a lot of you have done the work you needed to do. Maybe this has just naturally occurred through the time we've been in lockdown. A lot of people working on their shadow sides, a lot of people moving to new times here. Absolutely beautiful seeing the Strength card come through. This definitely is about sort of reaching your potential here, personal work. I guess really trying, because sometimes people really don't understand what they need to work on. And I say to people, you know what, you don't have to really understand what to work on. Understand what limitations you have or what stops you from doing certain things, and just start with those things. Very often they reveal more to you than what you need, what you understand. So for example, if you're having trouble being sociable, start having a look at why it is that you don't feel comfortable being sociable, because the chances are pretty good that something dates back to when you were young, when you may have been told something, learned something, found something about yourself, and that sort of made you feel not confident. So it always sort of takes you back somewhere. Just meditate on your inner child. It generally gives you a good idea of the direction you're meant to go in. Strength card here, beautiful, because it tells me you are building your own personal strength, and look at you go. Queen of Wands coming through here. So the Queen of Wands represents Leo, Sag and Aries, and because this is a general read, this could be your energy. But if it's not something you have predominantly in your chart, put it aside, because the Queen of Wands is a person who feels attractive, feels very passionate, really loves life, goes after what she wants. She's a leader in her own life, so she takes it on. She goes for it. She'll take her risks. She'll do what she needs to do to get where she wants to be, and that makes her very attractive. That confidence makes her extremely attractive. Okay, so then we get the Ten of Swords. Now, what I'm feeling here is maybe you're closing out a cycle now because you've realized your own power here. So if you have a look at the energy and the work you've put in here, it's like it's saying to you that you've reached your power, or you're stepping into your power, and you're letting go of the negative influences you've had in the past. You may be letting go of people who didn't serve you. You may be letting go of, you know, people who brought you down, hurt your feelings, perhaps reconditioned you to believe that you weren't what you were. Sometimes people can do this by sort of picking holes in you here and there, so you don't take chances then because you feel that those are the things that are not making perhaps the best version of yourself, so you let them go. You let other people's jealousies destroy you, basically. So when you're carrying around all these things that people have said to you, all these negative comments, negative energies, you know, there comes a point where you cannot carry these swords anymore. And, you know, it's often seen as the card of betrayal, but we don't always see it as lots of small betrayals. So it could be that you've been experiencing this for a very long time and not really understood when people have said things to you, how much that can be soul destroying. You're letting it all go here. And look at this, stepping into the Queen of Swords, you have the Ace of Swords. You're ready to go, ready to speak your truth, ready to stand in your power. Beautiful energy to come out with. This is about being assertive, being direct, feeling really confident and comfortable enough to express yourself. I'm really drawn to her angel wings in this card, and I think that perhaps you've forgotten or left behind that energy of who you were meant to be, because we're all born very pure, unconditioned human beings, and it's life that tends to take away from us a lot of things that we have to learn to get back again. It's the journey we've chosen. So it's like we have to lose things to understand what we can gain. I hope that resonates. I don't know about hope. It will resonate. It will resonate with people. I know it will. So here you are bringing in the Ten of Pentacles. So what happens when you're holding back on your truth, or you're holding back on your power, holding back a true version of yourself? You impede yourself from being the best version of yourself that you can. And if you're going against what you believe, or you're not following your truth or standing in your power, you very often block your own abundance. Now, abundance can be, you know, love, resources. It can be a myriad of things, but in this particular sense, it could be even stopping you from blocking your money flow. So remember, when you go against the universe, and I watched a beautiful little clip this morning, I can't remember what it was called. I'll try and share it during the week. I only went for a couple of minutes, and it was on the Oprah show, and it was a guy called Gary, and he talked about following your mother's ship, meaning you've got to follow your own truth if you want to bring in your abundance. But it was so beautifully talked about that it really, I mean, it hit home for Oprah too, but it hit home watching it, you know, how we just deny ourselves so much in life because we are so trodden down by the people that came before, and we've allowed them to do that. We allowed them to take away from us the very gifts that we were here to show the world. So if you're not showing your true self, if you're not sharing your gifts, then it can stop the flow of abundance to you. The abundance is always going to be there. It's like the money, the fame, the success, whatever you want is there. But you've got to stand in your truth to allow it to flow. All right, let's have a look a bit deeper. All right, so we have the Nine of Swords coming through. So many of you not trusting what is being shown to you by the universe here. You know, this is negativity as well as anxiety. Very often anxiety comes because you're not really staying true to what you need to be staying true to. So this is fear and doubt. So for example, if you're meant to be, let's say writing a book. You have a great idea for a book and it's all you've ever wanted to do, but you put it on the back burner because you don't think that you could write the right book, or it wouldn't be, you know, a success, and you start to sort of find fault with it, and in the end you don't do it. And then it sits within you sort of curdling because it's part of what you're meant to do, and it curdles and creates anxiety. And that's the anxiety here that may be impeding your abundance. And you know, a lot of people say to me, you know, I don't know what my life path is. I don't know what my life path is, and I'm having trouble finding out what I want to do. And a lot of the time you speak to people and within the first 5 minutes they can identify what it is they need to go after. Your life purpose is something that makes you feel good when you think about it. It makes your stomach flip. It makes you feel so grateful and so in touch with yourself. Now, for some of these people, it may be singing. I've spoken to people who wanted to be actors but never followed it because they've been told acting, they won't make a career out of acting. And I wonder how many big actors were told the same thing. Some of the most famous people in our society and in our world and past have been told they couldn't do things, and they've made an amazing job of it. The guy who started the postal service in the United States, FedEx, Kentucky Fried Chicken magnate. There's a whole stack of them that kept trying to get something off the ground and were denied constantly because their idea was different, and people didn't want to back things because they were different. So don't give up on your dreams. Your abundance is waiting here for you. Look at this, 9 of Cups coming through, the wish card. Oh my goodness, this is so beautiful. What a beautiful reading this morning. Page of Swords coming through here. Okay, there is a need for you to start speaking out, to start talking about what you want to do. If you've been saying that you wanted to do something and it hasn't been received well, or you have people who have sort of poo-pooed the idea, then go back and have a look yourself. Don't listen to what other people are saying. It's often out of jealousy and spite and not wanting you to succeed at something. So make sure you speak to other people. Don't just sit on that energy. Because very often people, all of us can consider a person in our lives. There's been many of them along my way, I can tell you now. And I never realised it was jealousy. I thought people were telling me because it was, you know, that they were recognising something in me that I was or wasn't. I didn't really think about the fact that they may have been jealous of what I had. It just doesn't make sense to me. I'm just not a person who feels jealousy or any of those sort of really negative emotions. So it was really strange to me that anybody would be jealous of me. So that never occurred to me. Okay, so we have the Fool card coming through. So the Fool card talks about taking a leap of faith. See, there you go. Look, the Empress standing in your power, going after what you want. Ace of Swords, there's the truth. Oh, wow. This is such a beautiful reading. There's going to be a lot of people are going to say to me, I needed to hear this today. Something is changing. Something is changing in the collective here. We are starting to understand how much power we actually have. Look at it. It stands there for everyone to see. This is your truth. This is who you are meant to be. But you've got to take the chance here on doing what's right for you. You've got to take the chance. You've got to take the risks. You know, okay, if you're uncomfortable with a complete risk, you can take a calculated risk, if that makes you feel more comfortable. But the universe has got your back here. With the Wish card here as well, I think that that's pretty much, and the 10 of Pentacles. I mean, really, This is pretty amazing. Oh my goodness. Ace of Wands coming through. Oh, Knight of Wands coming through as well. Okay, King of Coins coming in here. This is you standing in your power from the very core of you right the way through. This is about finding your stability, standing at the top of your game, following your passion, standing in your truth. I have here major arcanas, 3 major arcanas through the middle, 2 aces and the wish card. Oh, sorry, 2 major arcanas in the middle. 2 aces and the wish card. Coming out as the King of Pentacles. So being able to really stand in your power, but also this is about bringing in your own abundance. So you're standing in the beautiful energy of the King here. I want to just keep reading it. I just think it's the most beautiful reading. There's so much power. Yes, there's a negative card here, or a card that says negativity is going. You're understanding your own anxieties here, and your anxieties are because you're holding yourself back from being truly who you are. But you're going to learn to speak. You're going to learn to express yourself. It's just that at the moment you're only coming up as the page, which means that you're sort of starting out. So it may be something new to you. Speaking up for yourself, telling the world what you want. It's all here. Alrighty. All right, I think we might read a Gods and Titans one this morning. What a beautiful reading. For a Monday morning too. Go world. Go collective. You're kicking butt here. You're kicking someone's butt. You're not listening anymore anyway. I can tell that with the Page of Swords. You're sort of really starting to learn to trust yourself. Oh my goodness, I couldn't have got a more beautiful card. Eros is here, and that's the card of love. That's what I'm here for. It's all about my destiny. All right. Step out of the chaos and allow love to direct all. A new love liberates your mind, body and soul. So maybe it's love of yourself. The ancient Greeks believed that in the very beginning, at first, there was only chaos. The universe was but a primordial slush. There was no distinct earth, water, sky, air, sea, just a chaotic cauldron of everything and nothing. And then, infinitely slowly, more evolved. Distinct energies began to form and liberate themselves from the mass. The first organizing influence to leave chaos was Eros, love. So before any other element, earth, sky, or even water, love came forth first. Not the chubby, cute cherub of later Christian times was Eros, but a fully fledged, virile, and powerful god of love. In his true form, a stunningly desirable man, he was responsible for the lust and ardor of love, as well as the responsibilities like trust that come hand in hand with it. In the richly layered story of Psyche and Eros, we learn that true love demands total honesty and open-heartedness. Before Psyche married, she was told she would have a perfect husband, beautiful in form, yet would never actually set eyes upon him. She married this mysterious man, and they would make love in the dark, share stories in the night. She would kiss him and care for him, yet not see him. She felt content and very happy with her choice. She met her sisters after a time, and they convinced her that her husband was indeed a monster, ugly as a demon and twice as evil, and this is why he would not show himself to her. Fraught with doubt that night as her husband slept, she dared light a candle. The soft light revealed the exquisite form of Eros himself. Eros awoke as a drip of wax from the candle fell onto his skin, and devastated with disappointment, he left Psyche. With complete, intimate love comes trust, and ultimately the rewards of this are immeasurable. Call upon Eros when you want to step out of your own personal chaos and organize your life with love. This mighty God will help bring in love, build trust in existing relationships, and if you dare, prize open heart damaged by love's lost. With love must also come forgiveness, and this is hard to do when compounded by love's extreme emotions. Eros left, Happily though, Psyche earned back his trust and they were reunited. In his form as Eleutherios, the liberator, he is useful for assistance with freeing oneself from negative beliefs. So I feel very strongly here that you need to love yourself enough to go after what you want. Have a wonderful day. What a beautiful reading to start the week. Thank you.